Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. So we're back. Garden State Gardener's back. Sunday fun day on Garden State Gardener. So thank you guys for all your support during this time. It's been a while. I just let you guys know though, the memberships that you guys had was going through on Grow Big TV. I know a lot of people didn't follow. They just stayed here. Like, what happened to Joe? What happened to Joe? Well, it was just Grow Big TV. We got monetized over there, so we're very happy. We did it in 3 months, which was absolutely amazing, and it wouldn't have been done without you guys. So I just want to show you a quick video. I'm going to show it for probably the next 2 months. Every time I start a show, when people come on in, it's called 6 Inches of Soil. I just think the soil and without a clean ocean, you're not going to have any life. And I absolutely love showing this. Now I just got to find it. I have a lot of stuff to click on over here.
A lot of open tabs.
Okay, give me a second. I gotta find it, guys. Oh my God, what a start of a show! Hold on, 6.
Welcome in, David Gray, Juju Juby, Purple Tea Bear, Uncle Al, Kathleen Moran, Denise Lee, Deborah Richardson, Dark Lord Minute, Billy with the Wickershire Project Off Grid, Indiana Backyard Gardener, Jane Doe, Brenda Young, Bill, Built on a Rock Homestead, GR8 Greatness, and one in another language that I can't understand. Hello, Paula, welcome in.
Thank you, everyone.
Everybody.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Every single one of you. There's already 38 people in the chat.
Sorry if I missed anybody.
Yeah, welcome in every single person. We're going to get back to people too that I didn't say hi to or Gail didn't say hi to. We'll be there in a couple seconds. Okay, 6 inches of soil. And there's going to be a commercial start, so I apologize, but it's only 5 seconds.
Ticket before you see this. Do you want to know how repeat lottery winners are able to win?
All right, here we go. 6 inches of soil.
6 inches of soil feeds 8 billion people.
We already grow enough of all the human essential nutrients to feed everyone who's alive.
Farming is the single biggest cause of biodiversity collapse, the second biggest cause of climate change.
Soil is the most valuable resource on the planet, and we're degrading it without even realizing.
We have come to believe that money is more important than soil. That idea has to change.
Regenerative agriculture is farming that we're producing food, but also farming in harmony with nature.
You're working with nature, not against it.
The more people see it, the more that they realize that it works.
Having a regenerative agroecological system, that is surely the solution.
Soils are absolutely phenomenal in the amount of carbon they can store.
What we absolutely need now is urgent action from the government.
Until you deal with 9 retailers who have 94.5% of food sales in Britain, you're not going to have a level playing field.
Consumers have a choice. They can decide to buy cheap meat from industrial farms, or they can find farmers that really value animal welfare and the environment that we're farming in.
Dad started regen farming for the future generations to come, and that was the most selfless act he could have done.
The people who are doing this are making big sacrifices.
I think the potential is absolutely huge here.
These farms really can change the world.
It's all about the soil, isn't it, really?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
6 inches of soil. That's going to be absolutely amazing. It's so important that we work with the soil. So, a couple of news. On Tuesday, we have Tony O'Neill on Grow Big TV from Simplify Gardening. He actually started his gardening channel. He was one of the first ones. I think it was 2007. So this guy's from the UK, one of the biggest YouTube garden guys in the world. Amazing. This guy is absolutely amazing. That's Tuesday's interview. We also have for the Super Bowl, we have the hot dog eating contest on Thursday. And there's only 2 people that entered. So if we don't have any more entries, we're going to be canceling that. But we have Jimmy Pickles talking about his movie he made on Hulu. So it's just pretty cool. So he's coming on Thursday. Purple Tea Bear, as you guys know, the registration video, she got me some bras. Yeah, she got me some bras for my melons. My melons. These melons, guys, these melons. Cantaloupe and watermelon. Now, what do I mean? Well, I have it upside down, but that works. I'm
I'll
Polish.
skip working there for a second.
There we go. So I got my bras for my melons. What do I mean by bra? She got me bras. I got them from my melons. So thank you, Purple Tea Bear. That one fits me better.
Oh my.
You don't want your melons to hit the ground, Gail.
Definitely not.
So let me see everybody in the chat. But yeah, next week's going to be amazing on Grow Big TV. And we're set to be back here on Garden State Gardener every single Sunday. So we're excited about that. So we have Gail, thank you so much for coming on today. I appreciate it. You're my co-host. She's going to be here all day. All night, I should say. All day, that's way too long. And I've known Gail since the very beginning. It's one of the main reasons why I am on YouTube. And what better way to come back than have Gail on the channel when we've been gone for a month? And everybody who's stayed a member, I really appreciate it. It got me through some rough times, and chopping through them now. So there's about 50 people in the chat. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone, for being here. We got a lot of stuff to give away today, too. We'll show those in a little bit. But first, we're going to have Dr. Paula Ruffin on and Dr. Erica Peabody, and we'll welcome them in. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hi, everybody.
How's it going?
What a fun Sunday night thing to do. Thanks for the invite.
Well,
I love your bras.
You love my bras?
Yes.
And they're nice and soft.
That's the only way to have them.
They look airy, too. They look like they get some nice fresh air through there.
Breathability.
Well, you really don't want those melons sweating, so. So on Dr. Paula's channel, she has a show called Sexy Chiropractors. And every time I go in the chat, there's like only 15 people. It deserves hundreds of people watching this. And, especially the topic, sexy chiropractors. It should be clickbait. That's clickbait.
It is. I kind of thought about that, but the title is actually Chiropractic is Sexy. But thank you for the sexy chiropractors. I mean,
that's there too. So
right.
I'm a man. We shorten things up.
Right.
Thank you, Denise Lee. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Yeah, so we're right now we're streaming. We stream to my channel and Dr. Erica's channel. And we were actually talking about doing something very similar to what you and Corky did, was combining and creating one channel for Chiropractic is Sexy, like you guys did with Grow Big TV, because we're gaining traction, and we're having a lot of people from the industry and in that space reach out to us and want to be on the show for interviews. So we're like, I feel like we need to create one place for us. So I'll be looking forward to getting some information from you about that.
Well, when you're combined up, and you could do so many things on your channel. If you have a goal, you set your goal. This is what we want to do. Once you have that, then you can formulate everything you want, and it just makes it easier. Because if you can't be there, do something that day. Hey, maybe your partner can, and that really helps. And you guys have one mission, is to help people and make them make them get healthy and all those kind of things. Well, talk about your history, how you got to where you are today, and what do you guys want to plan on the future a little bit too? What do you want to do?
So many great questions.
Where do we even start?
Well, Dr. Erica showed up at an event that I was having last year, just about a year ago. This could be our 1-year anniversary, actually. And we only knew each other through social media. And when we met, we had an instantaneous connection. And I think probably since we met, we've talked through either by phone or through video messaging or text, probably almost daily since then. And so we've become very thick as thieves, right?
Yeah.
And we would get together and we'd have these conversations about chiropractic, and we'd share stories of our day. And I don't even know how, like, I just feel like we just ended up on a live one day and just going, let's just do this thing. I mean, do you remember how it started?
Yeah. So, I mean, both of us are content creators anyway. And really the biggest part of our content creation purpose behind that is to just help other people, not just in our practice, but beyond. So we're on a mutual mission anyway. And then we just started to have conversations and we're like, we should probably start to record these. So Dr. Paula and I are both in Michigan, but we're about 45 minutes apart. So to make our actual paths cross very frequently, we do the best we can, but we are on video and just spending our days together just through video app called Marco Polo. So anyway, I've been in practice for almost 20 years. I'm headed right in finishing my 19th year right now. And Dr. Paula is 26 years. And that is a combined, almost 45 years and moving. And so what we're realizing is we have a lot of similar stories. We have miracle stories. We're having a blast in our practices serving other people, except for we want the reach to go further out so that people know to choose chiropractic first. So our premise is like to live a vital life, to live a healthy life, to do what you want to do till the end of your days, to have vibrancy from the inside out and health that shows in your face and your skin and in your energy level. Like, what's sexier than that? So that's where it all started. And so now here we are, and it's really been fun because we're like, okay, let's just start something and start talking to the people. And so anyway, we're glad to be here, but we're also every day, every week, we have one more person reaching out or two more people reaching out and asking if they can be on. So it's fun to be here because this is like totally just a different spot. So thank you. It's always fun to share our stories.
Well, and we were in a mastermind yesterday with some other chiropractic women, just talking about this very same thing. How do we want to grow? Where are we looking to take this? And what was interesting was there was a segment that I taught for the mastermind. And I said, based on what I have been doing on YouTube for the past year, I've been getting asked to be a co-host at least a couple times a week. And I said, and if you do this correctly and you make the right relationships with people, then you can also start integrating with other channels. And then I got in my car and you texted me and asked if we could be on today. So, so it was so great. And, and that's our biggest intention is that so many people, they choose medications, they choose surgery, they choose all of these other things that aren't going to serve them from a correction standpoint. It's not going to bring them vibrancy and correction back into their life so that they can live to the fullest. But a lot of times they don't know. So a lot of people are walking around with the messages of the myths of chiropractic and what chiropractors do. And somehow there's horns coming out of our heads. And, that, we're just these wacky, crazy quacks and we don't know what we're doing. And yet we recently decided we have these 33 principles in chiropractic. And it's really the foundation of all health on planet Earth. And we thought, well, we'll do one principle each week. That's 33 weeks of content. Well, what's interesting is that they've never been recalled. They've never been pulled off the market. They've never killed anyone. The 33 principles stand the test of time when it comes to health and wellness. And so we just felt it's so important to just get on every week. We come right off of our adjusting tables, right up to the camera, and we tell our stories. We go off the principle is the prompt, and then we talk about, we bring in what's been happening over the week or that day. And our mission is just to get more people to understand what chiropractic really is and how it can drastically impact and improve their lives.
Well, also it's the health and wellness, the holistic. We're trying to fix things with medicine when we don't have to fix things with medicine. It can be proper alignment, the food we eat. The food you eat is the reason what's in half basically your pills anyway. Everything like that.
One of the major principles, and not of the 33 principles, although it may be down the track a little ways, is that our health comes from above down first, but from the inside out. And of course that has to do with food. Of course that has to do with water, but it also has to do with like our nerve system connection, so that the body can run as optimally as possible. But it is from the inside out instead of the outside in approach, which would be throwing drugs and medications and surgeries and all that. There's a time and place for that, but let's just at least start with the things that we can work with inside of ourselves and let that show on the outside. So,
and what's sexier than that?
What is sexier than that? Well, it first started like, I'm like, hey, let's just call it like conversation with two hot docs, right? But when she did the
thumbnail.
The thumbnail, yeah, she said it looked like conversation with two hot dogs.
Yeah, that's a great name. No, it's not a great name. Let's do something else. Yeah.
We're really are just having fun with it and trying to come from, we have doctorates, right? So, but also just trying to come from a place where we're super approachable. We get lots of great questions in our comments every week. And it's from people like, hey, do you have a so-and-so? I'm over here. Or, my mom's in such and such a place. And can you help us find a place? And just lots of different things like that. So, but yeah, answering health questions the best we can. Absolutely. Thanks for sharing that. So,
and, a lot of things that we talk about, people who have chronic pain, this is such a huge, this is an epidemic in our society. People are walking around in chronic pain. They're being told not to go to the chiropractor because of whatever false narrative that they've heard. And yet they're walking into a store and grabbing Tylenol off the shelf and taking that unprescribed. And that's very dangerous. And yet a lot of the people that we end up helping, they come to us after being told that, and they're like, oh my God, I wish I'd been here sooner. I feel so much better. And we start to just release the tension in the spine and allow the nervous system to do what it needs to do. And the body is designed to heal itself. And in that process, Dr. Eric and I have had this conversation a lot of times, is that oftentimes when people are in chronic pain, it's a lot of the emotional traumas that they've carried around with them that get stuck in their body, stuck in their tissues. And that, we will often get people that will have, an emotional breakthrough on the table, start crying or laughter, some kind of like, almost like an erratic reaction to the adjustment. And that is release of these long-term emotional messages that have just gotten stuck in the body. And I think a lot of us, it goes beyond slips, trip, falls. It's, how were you raised, and what kinds of emotional things did you go through as a child that you just have compartmentalized? You think it's fine, right? We walk around all day going, it's fine. And it's not really fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So how can we make that better?
There's the 3 T's, which are the traumas, which would be like the physical traumas or car accidents or repeat motion or constant posture, or sitting on long hours. And then like Dr. Paula said, it's thoughts. So that's another T, is the thoughts and the emotions and things that get stored in us. And then it's also toxins. So that's a chemical toxin. It's the wrong foods. It's the medications. So the thoughts, traumas, and toxins. Those 3 things are what really our profession is based around, helping. The body is bombarded with one of those 3 things. And then all of a sudden there's a stored torque, tension, and it doesn't necessarily lead to symptoms right away. So not only do we work with people in pain and discomfort, but it's also like, it's kind of like those that come to us regularly wouldn't choose to do anything but come back to us regularly once they start to realize it's a Control Alt Delete, much like you would do for your computer, a hard reset. And it just helps the body to move through life better, easier, faster, handle stress better, get through cold and flu season faster, all the things. So yeah, we're so lucky. We're so lucky to do what we do.
Well, and that's so one of the myths of chiropractic is once you go, you have to marry one, or you have to go forever, or however people say that. And nobody's forcing you to stay. That's I always thought, think that I'm like, I'm not holding a gun to your head and saying you must come every week. But what happens is when people start to recognize that, holy moly, I can think better. I'm sleeping better. I'm relating to my family better. I'm happier. I can move better. I can do things that I never thought I could do, that I haven't done in years. I can squat down. I can pick up my grandkids. People start to get their quality of life back, and they don't want to lose that. And so that's why people say, oh, I go regularly because it keeps me moving the way I need to. And, it's no different than the other pillars where, well, we certainly think it's the most important pillar, because if your nervous system isn't sound and has a clear message, then nothing else can function the way it needs to. But if you are not putting good fuel in your body, if you're not moving, if you're not sleeping, how many good meals do you have to eat? How many healthy meals do you have to eat before you never have to eat another healthy meal? How many times do you have to brush your teeth before you never have to brush your teeth? Bathing, like we do these things on a daily basis because it's part of our healthy maintenance routine. And chiropractic is actually the most important thing that we can be adding into that.
Well, you definitely change people's lives, but people don't think like people don't put the chiropractic and food together. Like, why am I going to talk chiropractor about my health? They think I just come here, crack my back. Oh, I'm good. Move on,
Well, and a lot of chiropractors don't talk about nutrition like Dr. Eric and I do. So there are chiropractors who, they'll come in, get their adjustment and leave, but that's not necessarily a pillar of their business to do the nutrition. I actually, because I practice functional medicine, I will have people who have chiropractors already, but they'll call me just to do the functional medicine piece, just to do the nutrition piece. And I'm happy to take those people. And, I'm not going to steal anybody's chiropractic patient. I want to work, synergistically with their chiropractor to make sure that it's in the best interest of the patient.
So each chiropractor I've been to, and I've been for my whole entire life, I started when I was basically born. And each one always talked to me about nutrition and wellness and everything like that, and massage, and just getting my body going, because I was a big time athlete back in the day. And chiropractor saved my father's health. Actually, it was appendix. My father was having stomach issues really bad. He was going to chiropractor weekly anyway, and doctor said, "Oh, take some pills." Went to the hospital. "Oh no, you're fine. You're good. You just have something wrong with just whatever." Then all of a sudden he went to the chiropractor. He goes, "John, go back to the hospital right away. Your appendix is about to burst. You better go right now." Went to the hospital. His appendix bursted on the table.
That's one of the things. So because we see our patients regularly, we get a real handle on what is going on with their body. So and we also have differential diagnosis in our schooling. So it's like, this is something a little bit more than what is going on the table today. So I'm glad he caught it at the time. And, when we're going into the ER and we're being dismissed by the medical profession, that doesn't feel good. But then sometimes it's like, hey, something's really wrong, really, really wrong. So glad that they were able to help. Dr. Paula and I were, I don't know what day it was, Friday, we were talking about, we're getting the podcast ready to launch, and we were talking about how to, like, our intro statement. And there's something that we refer to very easily and simply as the chiropractic lifestyle. But people are like, what in the world does that mean? Like, that's so second nature to us. But the chiropractic lifestyle, to talk about that, is like, not only are we a chiropractor, like, that's truly how we live our life. And there's 6 pillars of that we talk about ad nauseum, and we will forevermore, not only in our practice, but on the podcast. And it's these 6 things. So turn your hearing aids up. We got eat well, move well. So move your body, think well. So that's those 3 like toxic traumas and thoughts. And then drink your water, get your rest, and get adjusted. So those 6 things are the key components of living a chiropractic lifestyle or living a truly healthy lifestyle. And we're not the end all be all. We don't have every single answer to everything, but I can tell you, if you got those 6 things, it's so obvious you're going to be healthier. You're just going to be healthier. And patients will sometimes come into me and say, well, what should I be eating? I'm like, you know what you should be eating. How much water should I be drinking? You already know that. Like, how much should I be exercising every day? Yes. So some of them are pretty obvious what we should be doing. But then when we add all of that together and then making sure the brain's connected with the body, like, there really isn't anything sexier than that kind of lifestyle. It really. So,
well,
So
a lot of
Gail,
people.
as
Go
a
ahead.
scale, when did you go to the chiropractor? Have you went just a couple times? Have you been going through your life?
Went one course of, the insurance sent me. I had a work injury. I was working as a paraprofessional with special needs children. One of the children pulled on my neck like this, like a swinging neck hug with their full body weight. So I had a neck injury, and I was having trouble just turning my head to drive until I went through that session of the chiropractor, where definitely if I ever have anything like that again, I would definitely go again. So yeah, it helped me a lot. As a matter of fact, I feel like I should be going on a more regular basis, but that was like a while back. But yeah, it definitely helped me. And I had heard all those things that you were talking about, the things people say about chiropractors. So I was actually a little bit scared, but I'm really glad that I went, and I think that they helped me a lot. So
we get that a lot. There's a lot of misnomers out there, and we respect that too. Like, it's totally understandable going into the office for the first time, not really knowing what you're getting into, having some ideas about what it might be. And then sort of the general consensus by the time people leave us is, I wish I was there 10 years ago. I wish I was there back when I was a teenager. I wish I was there like so many years ago. So anytime you go is the perfect time. So yeah, and the sooner the better. So yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, we have people bringing their kids, their babies. Oftentimes, the adults will come in not really understanding why we would take care of children. And we talk about, the first trauma to the spine is coming through the birth canal. That is, it's a brutal entrance into this world. And, whether it's C-section or, through the birth canal, it's like, it is a brutal entrance into the world, and it puts a lot of stress and tension on the baby. And those babies come out, and oftentimes they're colicky, or they won't latch for nursing, or they're not sleeping properly. And, they've got reflux. I mean, babies don't present with neck and back pain, but they'll present like that. Or even kids, same thing. Kids might present more with like, chronic stomach aches, or, you see their postures leaning. Or I had a 2-year-old that came in the other day, and his left rib cage was collapsed in, and he's got a pretty severe scoliosis at 2 years old. So the beauty of that, and the mom's worried, and the beauty of that is that as chiropractors, that is interference to how the body is growing. And so when I can adjust that baby and allow free signaling from the brain to the body, now there's no interference in the signal. If I turn all my lights off here and you guys are like, we can't see you. And I'm like, well, turn your lights up. Well, that's an outside-in approach, right? No, I have to turn my own lights up. I have to, or I can't read in the dark. If I have a book, I need to turn the light on. And that's what chiropractic is there's this darkness, if you will, in the body, not allowing full expression of how the body needs to function. And the adjustment's so simple. And that's all it does. You correct that misalignment, get stress and tension off of that nerve. And now the body hears a more clear signal. And it's beautiful when you can start to see these miracles that we always say we expect them. We've seen so many of them, but we're still just like come out of our skin every time we see them, because it doesn't ever get old to see when you give somebody life back like that.
Yeah. So it's truly, the miracles, so people would call them miracles, but we see them so regularly that we just expect that, like Dr. Paula said, and it's the main reason why we have now come into this conversation in this way, because people, as they're listening to us, they're like, oh, I didn't even know chiropractic could help with that. I didn't know chiropractic could help with that. I didn't know chiropractic could help with that. And so, so it's just been really fun to go from our tables right to the microphone. There was a question back there. It said, how do you find a good chiropractor? It's a really great question, right? So ask for, I don't know where you are, but reach out to us individually if we can help in any way. We are connected, especially through social media, through to our colleagues all across the world, across the globe. And usually there's somebody somewhere close enough that if they're like within 30 minutes or 45 minutes, and maybe that's a little too far for your life, they're probably connected with someone who would be closer. So we have an incredible spiderweb network. So if we can help, just reach out directly. You can reach out, onto each individual YouTube pages or social media or what have you. So that was a really, really great question back there.
And I saw a question back there also that somebody said that they wish they could go to the chiropractor, but they can't because they have pins in their spine. And that's going to go, Chef Tech is asking, are there different styles of chiropractic? And that is such a great question, because we have this little tool. And actually we have another friend who practices a non-force technique. And so there are these non-force techniques in chiropractic that I have patients who have fusions in their spine, and I use a non-force technique, and it's called an activator. And there's a whole story behind that. But if you are somebody,
it's a
beautiful tool. If you have a fusion in your spine, you can ask if the chiropractor uses an activator or a non-force technique, and that doesn't involve any twisting or anything that you would think of like traditional chiropractic adjustment. And so what happens is, because we're still dealing with the nervous system, even though your spine is fused, we can still send messages to the nerves. We are still sending signals and stimulating those nerve receptors in the joint to communicate better to your body, to have better blood flow, because you still have nerves there. They still need to be stimulated. So even just because they're fused doesn't mean they're dead, unless you had cauterization, and we had that conversation a couple of days ago on our show. So, but even if you did have your nerves cauterized, which means you literally have your nerves burned, we can still help you. So there's so many different techniques in chiropractic, and there are hands-on techniques, and then there are techniques that utilize tools that are non-force. So great question.
So this is also another really great statement to make. Garden states that, let's see, I surprisingly had an anxiety attack after the adjustment. So thank you for sharing that, for one. And so whatever happens during the adjustment can be a little bit overwhelming to the system. But that doesn't necessarily mean that adjustment created that. Your body took the adjustment and expressed something, more than likely. So my real question to this, a follow-up question would be, and then what happened? So the doctor came and sat with me. We are all awesome, and not everybody, but awesome and compassionate and empathetic in our service to the people. But I'm curious, because the adjustment happens in a moment, but it has ripple effects out into the days. And I'm curious, and you don't have to answer this out loud or even answer us right this second, but I'm curious what happened after that. The anxiety attack can be very scary because of how the world thinks about anxiety attacks. But sometimes it's the actual bubbling up and over release that your body needed, just potentially as an idea. So then the next day, like, I'm curious what happened after that. A lot of people will say something like that to us, and then like the next day, it just, their body really started to unwind. They got a great sleep that night. They then, you know, just kind of like the whole system is like that inside of an adjustment at the cellular level. So thank you for sharing. I really, really appreciate that comment.
And that's that trauma that we talked about earlier, is that that will often happen. You know, sadness, crying, laughter. There's so many reactions that people can have when that finally gets released. So, yeah. And this, this, I've got I want to adjust my neck. I get dizzy and nauseated. And that has happened to me as well when I've gotten adjusted. When there are so many nerve receptors up here in the top part of the neck, and there's a nerve here, it's called your vagus nerve. And the vagus nerve goes all the way down, and it encompasses all of your organs. And so when you are stimulating the vagus nerve, and you might want to also do vagus nerve exercises, because oftentimes the energy in the vagus nerve is stagnant. It's not functioning the way it should. Think of this like you had a gut feeling, you had a thought, and then you got butterflies in your stomach. That's the vagus nerve. You got nervous for some reason. So when that is happening, you may need some other vagal type stimulation. So you can gargle, you can sing. You can look up online to ways to stimulate the vagus nerve, because it's probably, and again, that means also that I should say, that you may have been in fight or flight for so long that when the vagus nerve takes over, it's your rest, digest, and repair, and your body's having a real struggle with it. So, you know, I would encourage some vagus nerve stimulation as well as like some meditation. And then if it's still happening, you could do a non-force technique on that, which would be helpful as well. So
there's another question back here. So you need chiropractic treatment for life. So thanks 2% for asking that question. It's kind of like going to the dentist, right? It's basically as long as you want your nervous system and your spine to be healthy and well. Now, that doesn't mean daily for life, but it does mean some sort of regular care of your spine and nervous system, because as we age, guess how much we need our nervous system? Just as much as we've always needed it. So our bodies are bombarded. Some patients will come in, and we talk about this a lot. Patients will come in and they'll say, I don't even have any stress in my life. Liar. We all do. We all have a lot of stresses bombarding us on a regular basis. And when they get overwhelming, our tissues start to tense and torque and all that. And so you don't have to go for life. But if you did choose to go for life, you will have a better expression of your nervous system. You'll have less degeneration of the spine. You will have more movement. You'll have better communication from the brain to the body. It's all of those things. And it's like the greatest thing that you can be doing, truly. And that sometimes means, so usually start like a corrective phase of care. So we'll share that part is a little bit more frequently up front. So people say, oh, I went to the chiropractor. Now I have to go 3 times a week and blah, blah, blah. That doesn't mean 3 times a week for the next 60 years of your life. It means we need to do a boot camp for the nervous system. So that's the initial, like, let's change until your body's like, okay, cool. I'm doing some healing there now. I can move instead of you needing to help me move. I can do that on my own. I'm going to drink my water. I'm starting to do all some different kinds of things. And then we go to every once a week. And then we do that for a few weeks. Then we go to every other week. And at 3 weeks is the time when When two vertebrae get fixated on top of one another, that's when tissue and fibers start to form between the tissues. And so that's called, it's the beginning of a fusion. I think we just lost Dr. Paula, but at least she's super cute. Oh, there she is.
I have no idea what happened, but I'm back. Okay.
So at 3 weeks is when there's fixation in the body, not just the spine, but in the body in general, the body starts to form fibers there, and that's the beginning of a fusion. If we can stay ahead of that fusion process, that's at every 3 weeks. So every other week is a great way to manage adult living going forward. Then if you have a setback, a fall, cold and flu, COVID, blah, 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 add another visit or two in there, your body starts to get this rhythm of like, this is how I stay healthy. Awesome. Control, delete. This is how I stay healthy. Awesome. So then when you start to not feel great, you'll know, go to the chiropractor first instead of even going for over-the-counter medication. Like every time we get adjusted, it boosts our immune system, something fierce beyond anything you could ever imagine. We could discuss the dorsal ganglion, the whole brain process and all that, but you don't want that. So just know that it just levels up the body every time, every single time. So every 3 weeks, no less than once a month with no issues whatsoever, just for the control alt delete like you do with your computer.
Yeah. And of course, I have to go weekly. I mean, we have such physical jobs. Our jobs are also very emotional because we are taking on people's problems each and every day. We're healers. We're constantly giving of ourselves. And so for me, in order to stay at my best, weekly is where I feel like I'm on top of my absolute life game of life. So, yeah, I love that. Yeah, I've been getting adjusted for life periodically for 40 years. And it really does. It's so helpful too. You know, we'll see people come in, I'll take x-rays and they'll tell me that they've been to the chiropractor most of their life. And maybe they're like 70 and I'm looking at their spine and I'm like, your spine is beautiful. Like this is, you know, and then I'll see somebody who's 30 and who's maybe they did motocross or something like that.
I was going to say motocross.
The worst. It's the absolute worst. And, you know, I've got a young kid that I work with now and he's motocross, snowmobiling, racing of any kind. Like he has beat up his body. He's like 32 years old. He's got constant sinus issues. But when he comes in, I adjust him full spine, but then I adjust his sinuses, and then he's broken his nose multiple times. So I actually adjust his septum, and that helps him breathe better. So it opens up once, you know, because the septum will close off one side of his nose. And so I'll adjust the septum, and then he sits up, and I have to give him Kleenex because it's the only thing that releases all the garbage out of his head. And he doesn't want to take medication for it. He's got Crohn's or colitis, you know, we're working on that with him as well. But yeah, he knows that he doesn't want to take medication because that's going to then set back the gut. So it's really, really cool when we can see that, and that people are coming in because they want to breathe better and clear out the sinuses versus I just have your garden variety neck and back pain.
Yeah. The body keeps score. We talk about that a lot.
I didn't know about the septum. I might have to have that done.
Yes. And again, that's another thing. Not all chiropractors will do that. So we had this conversation last night. I work on extremities. Dr. Erica works on, meaning like wrists, elbows. You know, I adjust toes, ears, sinuses. And a lot of chiropractors don't do that. So that would be something too, that if you're feeling like you want that level of care and level of service, that you would want to ask that chiropractor if they adjust extremities.
Well, ladies, you know what? That was the fastest 45 minutes. I feel like we didn't even start.
I know.
I would like have you guys on in the near future.
Yeah.
Well, you know, we'd love to get our channel together, combine it, and then if you'd be so gracious to have us on again when we launch the new channel. How's that sound?
It sounds like a plan. There were 77 people in the chat. This is amazing.
Thank you guys so much. Your questions are amazing.
Yeah, thanks for your questions.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We appreciate everybody's support for sure.
So tell everybody what time you guys go live.
every Thursday at 1 p.m. So we're on in the afternoon. That's the best time we can figure we can bring our schedules together. So every Thursday we're live at 1 p.m. on either my channel and Dr. Erica's channel. We're streaming simultaneously to both channels, but that's where we're going to look at combining that up. So, but find us on both of those channels.
Thank you guys
so much. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Thank you. Happy Sunday. Bye.
Thanks, everyone. Good night.
Good night. That feels so awkward getting people off.
Yeah, did a really good job with that.
So the Vineyard chicks are in a chat, but you know what? We haven't been to the wheel in a long time, Gail. And we got some good stuff to give away quick. Like we got, again, you can always choose seeds. Always choose seeds. So if you don't want this, it's a princess kit. It's a crochet kit. Guess we got a lot of crochet.
And my neck popped.
Yeah, you're like.
I was bending down to look at that, and it's like crack. Oh.
There's so many questions to ask. Like my neck, I just want to adjust it like that. Crack. Ooh, that double crack. I've been going since I was little, so I'm used to massaging muscle spasms out and stuff because I had severe injuries. I'm also going to give away. Wasn't that cute? Star Wars kit.
And Grogu. Is that who that is? Grogu.
And it's it's Yoda. That's Yoda. Leo Yoda.
And Grogu look kind of similar because they're both green. Hello,
So
Kevin. Super chat.
Thank you so much, Super Chat. I appreciate that. Thank you guys so much. So I was working on a super chat thing where something comes across when somebody gives a super chat or money. Let me just show that quick before I
need to do that. To do one of those.
Let's see what this one is.
See,
this one is just a jib jab.
type of the OCDist chick, hers that she does.
I absolutely love it. I love when Sandy dances too. I like to dance. This is my. That cracked me up. But thank you guys for all your support in every kind of way. And thank you, Kevin. I don't know if anybody grabbed that. Membership. Oh, Garden State so-and-so. You are a new member. That is awesome. Thank you, Kevin, so much. We got tons of stuff to give away a little later on, too, for seeds and stuff like that. But let's welcome the Vineyard chicks. Well, they just left for a second. They'll be back. Oh, here they are.
Hello.
Doing?
We're doing pretty good. How are you?
Doing pretty busy. Very, very busy. So we celebrated all of our birthdays in our family.
Oh, wow. Well, happy birthday.
So my wife's was 23rd, but she turned 50. The thing is, when you have all these parties, you can't have one party in one spot because it costs a lot of money. And everybody's sick. So we had 3 different parties for her in 3 different weeks.
Aww.
So we had a last one yesterday. So I'm all caked out. So my wife's January 23rd. I'm January 24th. And Joey's was January 27th. So,
oh, wow. That's so cool.
So, yeah, I'm really caked out. No more. Time to start that. Well, diet after next week's Super Bowl. Got one more week. You guys don't really watch the Super Bowl, right?
Our mom likes football. I don't know how it works, so no.
Score!
Yay! The blue team's winning.
Well, when you get older, you look for the boxes. You know, if you're winning those gambling things, the boxes, you know, $500 is $500. Score! Yes! I had somebody. It was my friend in my house. He was ready to win $5,000 on a box. Game was over. The only thing they had to do was sit on it, and it was when New England Patriots were in a game, right? Instead of putting the ball, they went back. They ran into the end zone. The other team got 2 points. There's 2 minutes left in the game, and the other team got 2 more points, so he didn't win the $5,000. But everybody made fun of him. Every time we see my friend, everybody's like, they're just laughing.
Oh.
Terrible thing. Friends are friends. So you got a challenge, a collab coming up. I want everybody to know what's going on.
Yeah, we are starting the Survival Seeds 2024 collaboration, which is open to anyone who wants to start gardening. There's really no rules or anything that you really need to do. If you want to participate, we will send you 6 seeds that we chose based on how they are multi-purpose and healthy and have a lot of different benefits to them. And because we can save all of the seeds and reuse them the year after. So that is the main point of the collaboration. What are the food survival and seed security? Those are the food survival and seed security are the 2 main points of this collaboration. And if you are interested in getting those 6 seeds, we will send them to you. You just have to send us an email to let us know that you want them. And if you have never made a video before, that's okay. You can always start, or if you don't want to make a video, that's perfectly fine. You could always just send pictures or whatever you'd like to do. We would love to have you guys join. And I think it's going to be really exciting to see people learning from each other about this collaboration. We've sent out 60 seeds already to 60 different people who wanted to participate. And so we're really excited to see how this goes and to learn from everybody else. It'll be really fun.
Well, self-sufficiency is everything. And everybody got to start learning it, and that's what you're doing. So your food security, self-sufficiency, and that's pretty much what you're talking about, which is absolutely amazing. Gail's getting into the contest, which is pretty awesome.
I had my plan completely done, and then I decided to enter this. Threw that piece of paper away, had to start over, and then I picked a section to show that it could be grown like in a small area. And then I'm going to have some other areas too. But I thought you can have this much at an apartment or like a little duplex or something. If you had just a little space, you could kind of do it that way. So
that is a great way to show people, Miss Gail.
I think so.
Yeah, it's a genius.
And we got a lot of prizes from Lazy Days Ahead. That's what the rumor is.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we have Lazy Days Ahead with Mr. Jesse and Miss Lisa is heading our giveaway aspect of the collaboration, and there's going to be over $1,200 worth of giveaways. And some of those will be at the end of every month. We'll do 3 giveaways once a month. And then in October, we're going to have, sorry, I just laughed at Mr. Jesse's comment. This is a green screen. Oh, you can't tell. But we're going to have a bigger giveaway in October, and that's going to be fun. And we have gotten gifts and people wanting to sponsor the giveaways up to $1,000 worth of gifts. I think Mr. Jesse said we're up to $12,000. $1,200.
Yes, $12,000.
$100 worth of giveaways and chances and prizes that people can win. So I just think it's amazing, and it's really generous of how many people have been wanting to give to the giveaways. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. And the way to get entered in the giveaways is to make videos and put them in the playlist or comment on those videos. And even if you're in the chat during those giveaways, you'll have an opportunity too. So we're going to have a lot of fun with it. Yeah.
So when you make the video, do you got to do a hashtag?
You don't have to. It's completely optional, but the hashtag is going to be how we're going to be able to see those videos, to comment on them, or to get other people to comment on them, or to show them off on the live streams we have every Sunday. And it's also how we're going to be able to find them to qualify them for the giveaways, because there will be different kinds of giveaways at Mr. Jesse and Miss Lisa's. Some of them are going to be for the people in the chat. Some of them are going to be for the people who comment on the videos that are in the hashtag. And some of them are going to be the videos that people make for the hashtag. So it's going to be really, really cool to see how that plays out.
Well, you know what? There is a great community here. Yes,
Yeah.
there's some people that are whatever. We could throw them out of the way. But for the most part, there's so many great people you could learn from just communicate. But here's a question: Alaska 25. You guys got to go.
Unless we win the lottery.
We can't. We've got so many animals to watch
We've got so
over.
many animals.
We got to. Well,
This
you know
right here is a great example. Not you, Mari.
Okay.
She's Bunky's dog actually, and she watches over the ducks. But we gotta stay here and take care of the animals and the cows, and it's just too much to keep an eye on here.
Are you planning on going?
Yes, we are
Nice.
definitely going. So I don't go on too many vacations because I got to do my thing, and I'm really looking forward to going to Alaska 25.
Yeah, have fun.
enjoy
It's gonna be
yourself.
awesome.
It's really not that expensive if you put it down to it in a 2-year period of time. Matters where you want to be located on a ship too. But, you know, I think everybody can make it happen in some kind of way. And it's going to be great seeing a lot of people I have never met. So it's going to be.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It would be
And
awesome.
I'm trying to get my friends and family to go too. My other side,
Oh.
my brother, my sister, my cousins, my friends. So
That would be really cool.
definitely. When was the last time you guys were on vacation?
We've been on
Okay,
vacation.
so Bunky went with Mom, and she was 3 months old. And then before that, we had to have been like
We went to
5 and
Arizona.
7 when we went to Arizona. So
10-ish years ago.
yeah, I forget how old we are. So like,
No, it would
we
have
were
been
5
11.
and 7. That wasn't
I'm
that long
16
ago.
now. It'd be 11 years ago.
But we don't do many of that because we have a lot clustered right here.
Yeah, and we've got a lot to enjoy where we are.
And how's school going?
Going. Yeah, I'm actually really enjoying my Python college class right now. Other than that, it's just going.
It's going.
So tell us about the Python class.
So Python is a programming language that I actually started learning a little bit in middle school. I did a short class that covered Python, and I thought it was really interesting and really enjoyed it. And now this was like a very basic version of Python that I was learning. And so this year we're going into like more complex ways to write Python and just like coding it to do different tasks. And it's more used for like in big corporations or in companies on how to control different aspects of their
And to make lists and
websites
organize data.
and organize their data, as opposed to like HTML, which is used to write websites. It's a different kind of code. And then there's also the Dreamweaver class, which is HTML, where we're learning to write our own website.
And that's more my strong suit. I'm
is.
taking these courses with her, and I have no idea what I'm doing with the Python. So I'm trying.
But with the Dreamweaver, I'm actually thinking my school project courses, we're supposed to make a website. And I think the website I'm going to make for my project is going to be for my Trade Designs channel.
It'd be a fun art portfolio.
Yeah. So I think that's what I'm going to do.
So how old is everybody now? You guys, you know what? It's so weird because you look at things. Old, very old. And somebody's getting a lot taller too.
No, she's
That's
short.
her.
She's very short.
This is 16 and 5'9" or whatever.
Am I? This is KK. She's 18 and like 4'8" or something.
I need those 6 inches.
And then there's Bunky. She's
Probably actually
not here.
4'8".
She's the owner of this white fur ball behind us. She's probably about 4'8", and she is 10.
Okay.
So 10, 16, 18.
Time flies by so fast. You're like, wow, how old are the girls now? It's been a couple years
We don't know
now.
how old
you
we
know?
are either.
I'm a year or two behind how old I am.
I lost track of 40. I'm done. When Joey goes, how old are you, Dad? You're really old. I said, okay, that's it. I'm done.
August will be 4 years on YouTube for me.
Oh wow!
Oh,
Congrats!
wow. Congratulations.
There we go. So I got a story. I got a story for you. You're laughing at this. So when Joey was in the hospital, right? He's getting checked out. I went to the bathroom. I came on back. Doctor goes, Joey, is this your grandfather? I'm like, oh my God, am I that gray?
Oh, that's so terrible.
That would stay with me forever.
It's awful.
It was terrible. I'm like, oh my God, don't age me that much. I still feel 25. I'm good. So tell everybody about what's going on with your music channel, everything with music.
Music.
Well, we have been doing a Monday live stream for a little over a year now.
Mm-hmm.
And we've been really enjoying that because we're starting
Sorry.
We're starting to learn about different genres of music and how we can play. And I think one of the most interesting things we've got to learn about is how to make it sound fuller. And if we go back to some of the first live streams we did, it sounds terrible. So we've done a lot of upgrades in that aspect, and we've really enjoyed that learning curve.
And recently, Bunky has started to do a whole lot more as far as her guitar playing goes. And so our sound is really just starting to sound a lot fuller with Bunky really pitching in or really getting really skilled with her guitar skills. And she's doing a lot of improvement, and it is just absolutely amazing to watch her learn so quickly.
Yeah, she's doing really good. And it's funny because she does a lot of rhythm on guitar, and then she does her backups, and then she gets to do leads occasionally, and she loves doing that. And the thing with her is that she's got this huge range, and we have to get her own mic because she's really quiet when she does her low range. And I think we all have that issue. But then she does this high range that no one else can reach. It's the coolest.
Yeah, her range is almost as big as her personality. Not quite that though.
You know, cracks me up is when she gets tired. It's like, okay, I'm done. That's it.
Yeah. She's done now.
Yeah, she's done. That's it. Now, all of a sudden, a couple minutes later, she's back.
She's back.
What happened? I thought you were done.
I had food or whatever, and then she's good.
I love it. Gail, any questions?
Questions. I had some while you guys were talking, but now I'm trying to think of the questions that I was going to ask. Should have wrote them down.
I had that issue too.
So 60 channels joined. How many channels did you think were going to join the survival seed?
Less than 20.
Yeah, I was guessing 5 to 10. It's okay.
And then it was okay, so we'll order for 20, maybe 30, just in case, just so that we know how many seeds we got to send out. We hit that in the first day, and we're okay, that's fine. This is going really well, so we'll order some more seeds, and eventually we got to 60. It just kind of happened.
I wondered if you guys had home saved some of those seeds.
The ones that we were sending out are not any of our own seeds that we saved. They're all seeds that we got and then sent out.
Mm-hmm.
But we have saved seeds before.
Yeah. I got a little gardening kit with for Christmas, and it came with a little packet of all the seed saving stuff. So I'm going to get that out and play with that at the, closer later, this year.
That's going to be cool.
Yeah.
That'll be awesome.
All these little shovels and little thing. Well, I think there's tweezers in there, and I think that's when you're planting something that's super, super tiny. And I have trouble with that, trying to grab one seed when it's really tiny. And I think that's probably what those tweezers are for.
I think this is reminding me of our fall planting. I think I had to, I think it was my job to do the carrots. And so she was planting her beets and she had it in her row, and I forgot where she planted.
So Kika just can't see the seeds, so she just
she said, I just threw the seeds, and apparently it was all in the area she planted beets in. So now there were 14. No, was it 14? I thought it was like 900 carrot seeds.
She emptied the whole bag. So we've got maybe a dozen beets per row. So probably like 36 beets in one area and 900 carrots.
I don't know why I did that. They're small. I wasn't going to do that one at a time, and then I messed up. So.
When things start coming up, that's when you start to see the flaws in your planting. You're like, oh.
Oh, you're talking about 900 carrots scatter planted.
Yeah, but then like the next time we went out there, Mom was out there with us, and I was like, maybe she's going to think they're weeds. Maybe it's okay.
She's like, are those carrots? It was not okay.
It was not.
Well, that's the problem if you have a lot of weeded section. You're like, what's weeds? That's the carrot. There you go. I'll get that one. Or you want it to grow the next week after. And, look at,
Oh, she's cute. Oh, I love their eyes.
Gotta rub the belly for make a wish.
The belly.
Aw, sweetheart.
It's getting a little heavy. Might have to put her in a... Really, see? She eats her food and then she eats Bubba's food.
No.
You know what's with cats though? Every time I see a cat, usually they always show their butt. You know, they never show their face. They always show their butt. And it's like, I don't want to see your cat's butt. But that was a good cat. I want to see the belly, you know.
That's why I tried to show you her face.
Yeah, that was good.
It's just a cat thing.
They're sensitive. They don't want you to look at their faces. This is their face.
Smile.
You know, what I enjoy about this, what I always I try to promote everybody's contest they have. If they have a contest, I want people to get attracted to it. Because it's what it comes down to. It's all about people growing. That's what I like. What your girls are doing. Like MB Heritage Farms has the Garden Gurus. If you want to become the Garden Gurus, I'm all for it.
Right.
You know. And then you have other people that just want people to watch their own show, which I don't like that at all.
Yeah. Speaking of growing collaborations that Mr. Joe talks about, Mr. Joe has some of his own that are amazing.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Well, you know more about
I didn't think we were talking about that now.
And we're in some of them right now.
We got the seeds from Emma Gardner. We're going to be doing the beets, radish, and zucchini. So we're going to have fun growing in your collaboration, and that's going to be fun. I've never grown a watermelon radish before.
Oh, so watermelon.
And the last time we grew radishes, not even the pigs wanted to eat them. So
no one in our family has ever been like really big on eating radishes. So eventually we just had too many, and we tried to. Apparently, horses are supposed to really like radishes. So we tried to give the radishes to the horses, and they didn't really want them. So we figured, well, hey, if nobody wants them, we can give them to the pigs. And they sat there forever, and the pigs didn't even touch them.
Do you like the red beet, Detroit red beet?
We do.
Yes, we do love beets.
Yep. Detroit red beet.
That's gonna be.
And then we were gonna do the tomato one too, but that didn't show up.
Yeah, that didn't get sent. So we sent an email to Emma Gardner, and we're gonna see if we can get that back. But we did not get those, so we were gonna do them, but it looks like we're not. Bunky isn't gonna try and hold her title from the Peter Pepper challenge. She already has a pepper that she's decided she's gonna grow this year. So she's not going to try those again, but
that title is up for grabs.
She was the champion last year of the Peter Pepper. That was unbelievable. And the zucchini should be fun too. I know Gail's entering the zucchini challenge.
Zucchini and the sunflowers. I'm going to do those. I might do the beets too, because I got beets from them, and I think it's the same kind of beet, so I might be able to do that one on both. To do both, I might be able to do both.
Yeah, we've got the zucchini ones right here, and I'm pretty sure this one was hoping that the zucchinis were the ones missing and not the tomatoes. But.
Yeah, so we figured out that there was a bit missing, and I'm not a fan of zucchini, and I've made that kind of evident. It's just not my thing. But this one showed up, so looks like we're growing it.
You know, it's funny when I Uber, I give out zucchini, I give out vegetables.
Oh wow!
You know? So I would be in a car and I go, "Hey, do you guys want some zucchini and cucumbers or tomatoes?" And he looked at me like, "What?" Like all weird. And all of a sudden, there's tomatoes and peppers in the back. Do you guys want some? All of a sudden, you hear him whispering. I go, "Guys, just look in the back. There's some tomatoes, peppers, or whatever." And they're looking, "Oh, tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers." I said, "Yeah, there's a bag back there. Go grab whatever you want and take it home." Then I get a good tip. So it works.
Hey. Well, if you never ever need an Uber or vegetables,
Please take one. Take the zucchini before my dad finds it. He's gonna cook it.
It's just the funniest reaction when they think I'm all screwed up in the head. And then it's like, "Oh, okay." They kind of get it after a while.
Hey.
I think it's a New England thing. They don't expect you to be nice on their Uber ride. So they're like, "He's offering us something for free? What?" I mean, I lived in Rhode Island, so I know how New England people are. They're probably trying to figure out why you're trying to give them something.
There's a catch.
Exactly.
Yeah, is there a
What's the
catch? Like, what's wrong with these vegetables? Why are you trying to give them to me?
Right.
Yeah.
So, do you have a song list this week?
I do. We haven't practiced all of them.
Yeah, we have.
Have we all of them?
Yeah.
Okay. Did get it.
This is one of the weeks that we picked a song that I'm like really excited about, and I've been trying to get them to practice all week.
Which one is that?
Bad Name. Or You Give Love a Bad Name. So we do have a song list, and we have been having a bit more practice than we usually do on the new songs. So I think it'll be fun.
Give us a sneak peek of the list.
Yeah, I heard you were hitting different genres. So
What
what
are you
all
doing?
genres of music have you guys touched on?
I
A
don't
ton of
know
all-
if there's any. I think it'd be easier to name the ones we haven't.
No, because that's not really. We do a ton of alt rock, and we did a good bit of country songs, and
Right.
Christian, contemporary. We did a few pop, but I can't really do the synthesizer sound as well as I'd like, so it's more of a rearrangement. But I'm thinking the genre we tend to do the most with is 80s, 90s rock and like alt rock sounds. So that's what we've been having fun with.
Yeah.
So, have you ever thought about doing a show with your dad or mom joining in?
We've
asked. Our mom did a video with me for 1,000 subscribers a while back, and she sang. But I don't think they want to be on screen.
Well, they could be behind the scenes. It's all good.
I thought of a question for you.
Yeah.
Whose idea was it for the Vineyard Chicks to go on camera on YouTube? Like, whose idea was it to go on YouTube? Yours?
Oh,
theirs?
a joint effort.
That was kind of a joint idea. Originally, we started out so that we moved here to Michigan
Here's Bon
from
Jovi
the, from the suburbs, and we wanted to show our family members who were still where we had been living. We wanted to show them what we were up to, so that they could still see what we were doing, and so that
Even
we
though
feel
we were a
it,
little
even though we
farther
were
away.
really far away. So we started making these videos and sending it to our family members.
And then I think it was Bunky's yogurt video.
That one was when we really started.
She was 5 years old, and we made yogurt in an Instant Pot.
That was
and
5 years ago.
That was, wow.
Wow.
Wow, okay.
Flies.
And that got actually a lot of views from people who weren't part of our family and friends and close relatives. And so we started, after that, we started making more videos about our farm and a little bit more towards that direction. And then eventually, like a year or so into making videos, we started commenting on people
And becoming, like, part of this community.
Mom and Dad would let us go and view other channels, and we actually started asking people whose videos we watched questions about how to train our dogs. That's why we started commenting. And then eventually we just started, becoming part of communities.
I remember the first time I ever saw Vineyard Chicks, the name. I was in Garden State Gardener, and I saw your channel name, and I thought, I don't really know who they are, but other people know them. I said, that's a really cool channel name, so I went and checked you guys out. I actually met you from Garden State Gardener's feed, like in the chat. And I remember I met Garden State Gardener because my sister-in-law, Free Handling Maid, was talking about coming onto his live. So she put me onto him. And he you guys. So it was like a toot.
That's all thanks to Miss Nisi.
Boom.
That's right.
Boom.
And I remember that Miss Gail was our very first live interview. It was the first time we ever went live, not just
it was
like
a surprise, too. I didn't know you guys were going to be there, and then boom, there you
worked.
Yeah, that was cool.
It was pretty fun.
It's so weird thinking about that. Like, that's a while ago. Like,
Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
still remember feeling nervous about that.
The phantom nervousness is creeping back up on you.
It's been doing that.
Yeah, I still have nervousness. Not as much I don't have it on my own live. But when I go on someone else's live, not necessarily Joe, but like if I'm talking on a channel where I've never been before and I don't know that person as well and I don't know their chat very, I don't know if that makes me nervous because I don't know what to expect.
Right.
Like when I went on the everyday life of the OCGS chick, I was a little nervous there.
Right, because there's that unfamiliarity.
Yeah, unfamiliar, yes. So that one made me a little bit nervous. But once I got talking to Nikki and the other lady, I was having a really good time and I wasn't nervous anymore. So.
That's awesome.
Good.
So what's your favorite veggie and what's your favorite treat?
Not this.
That wasn't the question.
Just gotta put that out there.
You know, I'm gonna be completely honest. I think my favorite vegetable is probably tomatoes. I like being okay.
That does not count. No.
What do you mean?
No.
What do you mean?
That's a fruit.
Tomatoes.
Okay, vegetable / fruit.
I like how like you can put them in sandwiches. You can put them in like pastas. You can make salsa out of them. You can put them in salads, and they're just really good. And then you can also just like go in the garden and eat them. They're like one of the few things you can go into the garden and just like pluck off the vine, and it just like fills your mouth with flavor. Like there are some really great tomatoes.
You know.
So you're more of a cherry?
Cherries?
Yep.
Yes, I really like the little cherries because the other tomatoes, like the Marzanos, you gotta take bites out of, and then you got half a tomato, and it's like now you gotta finish what you got in your mouth, and you still got half a tomato to eat. The cherry.
Have you tried the ground cherries? The little yellow ones that are in the pod. Have you ever tried those?
I've seen those. I didn't know those were edible.
No, they're edible. Ground cherry.
They come in a pod like a tomatilla.
Yeah.
But they taste so similar to a tomato, but they have a slight pineapple-y flavor. And when I'm outside doing gardening, I'll peel it off and eat it right there in the garden.
Good to know.
So,
what about you? What's your favorite vegetable?
I think I'm a beet girly. I like it when we can boil it and put it in salads. So.
Have you used to make a dye?
Questions if I actually get any beets because I've never cooked them or done anything with them before. So.
Oh, pickled beets are the best.
I don't think I've ever played with like what you can do with it raw, but we boil them so that it softens, and then we can put it in the salad.
That's amazing.
Or you could pickle them, and we love pickled beets around here.
We actually had them not too long ago.
Okay, now what's your favorite treat?
Favorite tree?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, treat like the ice cream.
I'm your favorite
tree, not like a maple tree or.
I
don't know, pine is up there.
Pine is definitely my favorite tree. Favorite treat? I don't know. I mean, I suppose if I had to like, you mean like a sweet treat, like a dessert kind of treat?
Yes.
Or like a snack. Okay, so as far as like sweets go, probably it depends on like the time of year. I mean, right now for some reason I could really go for like apple pie and ice cream, and
Yeah,
it's cold
speaking
out.
of.
Yeah, we do. We do have some. Have to ask mom and dad. But like most, like when it's warmer out, probably like something. Usually, I like things that have a lot of fruit in them. I can't
give chocolate.
No, I'm allergic to chocolate. So
You're allergic to chocolate? Wow.
I know, right?
yeah, well, maybe I may be allergic to chocolate, but she's allergic to happiness. She can't handle dander. She can't handle dander, and so she can't snuggle kittens or play with puppies. So.
She gets to kiss the cat all the time, and I'm so jealous of that. Like, I want to do that just once.
You did do it once, remember? Yeah. You got dander in your eye.
Yep.
You're really allergic to chocolate. That's like my wife's allergic to tomatoes.
Yeah, I had we made pancakes last Sunday, and I only ended up having 2 pancakes. And so there was 3 more pancakes on the plate, but all 3 of them have chocolate chips in them. So I decided to suck it up and eat one. And I was having stomach issues for like 3 days. I just get really bad stomach aches from it.
You got to create a song to that.
I've seen Wilson Honey's song idea in the chat, and you should finish it. You should write the parody.
Give me a beat and free my soul.
Soil.
Soil.
Sounds like a country song.
Mm-hmm.
It'd
How
have
about
to
ice-
be a country song because it would be sad.
How about ice cream?
That's me.
Flavor?
Like, especially when it's like cold in
flavor.
winter.
Yeah, she likes ice cream in winter. She's cold, then she eats ice cream, and then she's just like hiding in a blanket. Does. But what's your favorite flavor? Strawberry.
Also strawberry.
How about Bunky?
I don't know.
I think hers. I know for a while it was Rocky Road, but I don't know if it is anymore.
Rocky Road too.
I like the New York style strawberry cheesecake flavor too.
Sounds good.
Oh, cheesecake is so good. When I have
There's
when
a
I have-
cheesecake flavored ice cream. Did you know that?
No,
I like the strawberry cheesecake flavored ice cream. It's amazing.
I got you.
Dairy
I'm
Queen
gonna-
has a strawberry cheesecake, like a blizzard thing. Oh, it's so good.
Oh. I had a phase in which I really liked cookies and cream, and it was the worst because then I would have to feel bad about it because if I got the ice cream flavor that I liked, Trey couldn't have it.
Yeah, so then we're all eating ice cream, and I'm eating like vanilla, and she's got cookies and cream.
Which is not bad.
And
Vanilla is very good.
great, but when you're really small, vanilla is like bland ice cream.
And I don't know why that is.
I don't know either. It's like strawberry yogurt. Nobody wants strawberry yogurt until you're older and you actually like it. Because remember, we used to fight over who would get the peach yogurt.
Yeah.
Nobody likes strawberry. Now I don't like peach.
Okay, how about birthday cake? What is your typical birthday cake?
Okay, so mom makes cakes for our
See, now I
birthdays.
sound like an awful person.
Okay, no. Okay. So KK and my okay, so for context, mom makes birthday cakes for everyone. And KK and my birthday, I have my birthday, and then the next day is KK's birthday. I was her day early birthday present. She was doing, yeah, so lucky. And so for my birthday this year, I had a mango chiffon cake, and that was amazing. So I like chiffons because they're really, really soft and moist. And I like mango because it's mango. It's just amazing. And so almost every year, KK has a chocolate cake.
Yeah, I get to.
And she gets to because there's always leftover cake from my birthday that Dad and I can eat because Dad is also allergic to chocolate.
Like
That's where I get it.
No way.
And he gets it from Grandma.
Oh.
So it's Grandma, me, and Dad can't have, or Grandma, Dad, and me can't have chocolate.
And what did Bunky do? Oh, she had
Bunky
a worm.
had
She had a worms and
Yeah,
dirt
Bunky had
cake.
worms and dirt cake, which is perfect for a gardener. So Matt and I couldn't eat that. So Bunky got 2 because that's like a month later. So there's no more of my cake. So Bunky gets 2 cakes. There's her worms and dirt cake, and then she made a lemon cake.
Yeah. But with that one, Mom just made like a cookies and cream and then put a ton of Oreos on it and then got some
crumbled
worms.
Oreos and then got gummy worms through it.
Like we didn't give her a dirt cake.
It wasn't a dirt cake. It's a specific worms and dirt cake. You can Google it. It's really
I can see Bunky just eating, getting the worms out and all over her face and all over her shirt. Now, has Bunky like have a messy shirt every time she has cake on her birthday?
No, actually, she's pretty clean with cake. Sometimes pasta sauce will get on her.
Well, that's you
cheek.
too.
Well, pasta is hard to eat. I've gotten to a point where instead of dealing with having to slurp all the pasta up, you just use a butter knife and cut the pasta.
No. Somehow I'm the
So
only
much
one out of
easier
the
to
three of us that knows how to like use a fork with spaghetti.
And well, we're learning.
The other two just suffer, and it's the funniest thing.
I'm getting there.
I can't do it. I still can't do it. I'm like going around in circles. Then you have the other one.
You got like you got your entire plate on your fork.
You have to pull a bit out. There's a difference.
And then you're like this. I can do it. You're holding no time.
Then you got like all that hang.
Oh my goodness.
Now, if you guys went out to eat, what kind of restaurant would it be?
Oh dear. You see, Mom's a really good cook, so I don't really think about. I know what Bunky's answer would be.
McDonald's.
Nothing wrong with
Bunky
that.
loves McDonald's. I would probably. I don't know. Chipotle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Chipotle.
Yeah, there you go.
Chipotle has a lot of family memories in it.
I would rather eat at home. My wife would like to go out. They like, cause that's her memories of with her mom and going out to eat. So she likes. We haven't done that lately, but that's what she would rather do. How about you, Gail? If there was a place to go out to eat, where would you go?
Well, usually for me, it's either steak, because I don't really make steak, but I like the taste of it, or Chinese, because we don't have anything like that in our town.
That'd be my. I don't know. I like staying home. I never. I don't know. Like,
but we don't go out that often.
Yeah.
Yeah. Neither do I.
Now
It's
your
like
mom.
stuff.
Now your
birthdays.
mom's a really good cook, as you guys said. How about your dad?
Oh, Dad! No, Dad's a really
he's
good
a
cook.
really good cook. Just keep him away from the red pepper.
Yeah. Okay, so they're different. They're very different. So Mom is Filipino, so she knows a lot of really great Asian dishes like pancit and chow mein, and she makes some great stuff. And then she learned a lot of stuff from like Grandpa, like Italian dishes that are really great. And then Dad knows how to cook chicken like a boss. And he also makes some really good Italian pastas and greens and beans and like some great dishes.
And he also uses up leftovers.
Right, and he's really good at like taking leftovers out of the fridge and making a whole new meal out of them that just like sparkles with flavor. But then there was that one time Mom went on a trip to go see her family in the Philippines, and Dad made a pot of greens and beans, which is like kale and beans and all of these seasonings. And it's a great soup, but then he added like a truckload or something of red pepper flakes. So he ended up adding cream cheese to it, and we ate it as a chip dip, and it was still really spicy, but in a good way.
But then Mom started to get that way too, because we have this like nostalgic childhood meal of rotini pasta.
And the tricolored one specifically.
And like some sort of sausage.
Isn't that the kielbasa?
But like we can remember it a certain way from our childhood, and she puts peppers and onions in it, and it's amazing. And then she like decided to do the spicy edition now that we're older.
Why?
So I don't know why that's going on.
It's good. It's still good. It's just like you gotta have 3 cups of water with dinner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I love your family. I think your family is amazing.
Our family is pretty.
Here's a question
Who
though.
are you?
Are you allowed to date? Because if you're my daughters, you're not allowed to date until you're 30.
Hey, mom, get that! I've never in my life had any interest in dating or like thought anyone was like appealing in that way. I've never had like a crush on anyone, so I never really cared. But no, we don't date.
No, I have other priorities.
The idea is you get your life together and then you figure out someone else's.
That's what I tell Joey too. Oh, that's what Joey tells me. Go because he kid around a little bit, and he goes, "Dad, I have no interest. When I settle down, when I get my education all set, I'll date." He was only 14, but you know, in his mind, it's like, I don't care about that right now.
Want to date? I just like never ever want to date.
So like I've had the odd crush or two, but like I don't like want that, and it's hard to like try to do that because there's other things I would like to be doing that have higher precedence in my head.
I can tell you the only thing I've ever called handsome is a dog. Like I can tell you that for a fact. And he's in the backyard right now.
Fox is pretty.
He's a gorgeous dog.
Well, your mom has some good advice. 30 sounds good.
And it's not like there's anything wrong with it either. Like
no, not at all. Not at all.
Good idea. Just like wait, don't date.
So for college,
we're in college.
I know. I have no idea what's going on with where are you taking your studies up with?
So it's at a local community college.
Yeah. So technically, we're both still in high school. She's a senior, so she's gonna graduate this fall.
No,
this
May.
This May. My bad. And so she's going to be graduating this year. But we're both already taking college courses, so by the time we graduate, we should already have an associate's. You've got another year?
Yeah.
And so by the time I graduate, I should already have an associate's degree.
And from there, we can go to a 4-year or try to get a job or whatever. But I think it's just a good place to start.
Oh, that's a great start ahead.
Yeah.
And financially, it's a lot better too. I mean, 4-year schools, you're paying
yeah.
$60,000 to go for 1 year.
The high school program that we're both in is actually funding the college course, so we don't actually have to worry about
it's a fun
funds in high
program.
school. It's actually really cool.
And did you think about the 4-year schools yet?
Not really. There's like a couple local ones I'm kind of interested in because I don't like going out. And like ideally close would be good so I can like go there and go home.
Right. I've got like a scratch in the back of my head where I like some ideas I've had, but I've got like 2 years, so it's not that big of a priority for me yet. Right now I got to deal with algebra. Why is that a thing?
What? Just you wait.
Sully girls answer this question. Do beets need soak-in, cold certification, or both to germinate?
Beets. So beet-wise, when we plant actually 2 harvests of beets in a year, and we actually they're pretty direct. We actually plant our beets straight into the soil. We use pelleted sometimes, and that will give them a bit of a boost because that has some added things to it. But you just put them right in the soil, and as long as birds don't steal them, you're good to go.
Yes, Serena, it's not an issue at all there's no cold certification needed. So
Yeah.
That was great. I love that you answered that, by the way.
Thank you.
So for those new in the chat that have never seen the Vineyard Chicks, they are not just talking about music, it's gardening and a whole bunch of other stuff. When are you guys going to start your cooking show? I'm just joking, by the way.
I'm not allowed in the kitchen. I am not allowed in the kitchen. So that's right there.
I do a bit, like the odd recipe here and there. I wanted to do a ton of baking over winter break, but that didn't happen. So, so I'll do it like occasionally when it's relevant to something else we're doing, but I don't do that much cooking anymore.
I can see a Star is Born. First show does a cooking video, you get 100,000 views. Next one 1 million. Like,
Oh,
you
no.
never know. You could be a singing cook.
Singing cook. I'm gonna stand here until the pasta cooks. And I'm gonna sing because the water takes too long to boil.
Sounds like a musical.
It does.
There we go. A musical. You can have your own musical.
I would like to write a musical number.
I
Just
would
like
to
for kicks
fun.
and giggles.
That would be hysterical doing a musical. I can see Bunky coming on in a scene, just coming around.
We could do different like outfits and
I didn't mean
sets
me
and stuff. No, of
I
course
just
you.
want to write
Wow.
it. I just want to write it. Someone else needs to do it.
That's too much work.
You can dance better than you think.
No, thank you.
Well, ladies, thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks
That
for
was
inviting
awesome.
us.
And go check out. I loved hearing you guys sing. I absolutely love it. It's usually I have you in the background because a lot of times I'm driving. And so if you ever see me in the chat and saying hi, everybody, that's it. That's usually I'm listening. If you see me sitting down saying hi, then I'm at a desk. But it makes my day go so much. It puts a smile on my face listening to you guys.
Thank you.
We really appreciate that.
We really appreciate listening to you, and you're
And
just such a fun personality.
You are.
It's all about having fun, We don't fun, learning, enjoying each other, and that's. Oh, look at Taz. Taz made it.
Hello.
Taz, welcome to. I was going to say Grow Big TV, but welcome to Garden State Gardener.
I forgot where he was.
Yeah. Hi, Mr. Jazz.
Oh, yeah, I kind of just bop in and run.
I like doing that.
Yeah, and I appreciate your family. They've been so kind to us, and thank you everything you have done to help my channel too.
We appreciate you. It's hard to not
support.
smile when you're talking to Mr. Joe.
Well, I'm
I
happy.
started working on getting my husband to start planning a trip to Michigan. So I'll let you know.
Awesome.
If I ever get that accomplished, I'll let you know.
That would be
Maybe
awesome.
Let us know.
We can do some kind of like singing together or something.
That'd be so
practice
fun.
ahead of time, and then when we get together, we could like do something or whatever. That would be kind of fun.
That'd be so
That would
fun.
be cool.
And we actually plan to do the same thing because I have family in Michigan too,
Oh, cool.
and I want to see Luca at my gardener, and I want to see Tammy at Rebel Canners. And now I can see Dr. Paula Ruff and Dr. Erica because they're in Michigan now too. And
Hey.
you guys, I can make a whole Michigan thing.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
And then I can put a big Rutgers signal on Michigan, in Michigan State's somewhere, a couple of magnets on it or stuff. Yeah, I made it there. Okay, guys, thank you guys so much. I appreciate
Thank
it.
you for coming.
Take care. I love those girls. I think those girls are absolutely amazing. So are their family.
They're
People,
going to grow up and be famous, and we're going to be like, we knew them.
when they first came on, it was like, wow, they're absolutely amazing. There's so much talent. And then you learn about the family. And
Pretty much everything they put their hands to just turns to gold. So
yep. And
that's good.
and being homeschooled. I mean, it's the little things that's important, which is really cool.
Yeah.
You know what? Before we start giving out stuff, I want to just show you guys. If you guys haven't been there yet, let me see. I can't wait to play the polka. I miss it.
The polka? Yeah, I haven't heard the polka in a while.
So here's the Vineyard Chicks, vineyardchicks.com. So you can watch them on YouTube, stream on Spotify, stream on Apple Music.
Yes, their music channel is Vineyard Chicks.
There we go. Which is really cool. So go check out listen to what they're playing. I mean, it's just absolutely amazing. Well done.
Very
And
well
so
done.
that's vineyardchicks.com. And they played an intro for us too on Grow Big TV. And then you got their YouTube channel. And so you go to live and you see all their live music. And so I tell you what, 1 week I'll learn a song. That's not easy. I can't even imagine doing that. I have problems with any of my favorite songs besides learning a song in a week.
Exactly.
Everything from the tinctures, survival seats, the live music. Just go to your lives. A lot of people miss going to the lives when they go to a person's website. They just go to videos. You're missing out a lot on channels. And also the community pages. 57 participants, 4 countries, $1,000 in prizes. Boom.
Awesome.
So, a lot of great stuff. Herbal tinctures entry.
I'm trying 2 seeds that I've never done before. So the red kidney beans and the beets I've never done before.
So I just want to say hi to some people in the chat because I didn't really say hi to everybody. I just wanted to get going right away. And I apologize for doing that. But I just want to move things along instead of just saying hi to everybody. And I just want to, and I kind of feel bad about that, but it's just what I do. So Jane Doe, thank you for everything. Jersey Twister, Terry, 2 Dove's Bees and Gardens, Kimmy and Mouse More Garden Dream, Built on a Rock Homestead, Oodles and Caboodles of Crafts, Deborah Richardson, Jinja Ninja, Susan Goulet, Built on a Rock Homestead, Mary Fiber Creations, Me and My Shadow, and she had a big storm in Canada. The Wickershire Project, how you doing, Billy? Mike's Chaotic Gardening, Garden State So-and-So. And guys, good questions for the chiropractors. I don't oodles and doodles about any kind of topics to get away with it. If there's a question, hi Serena, if there's a question that needs to be asked that's difficult, I want people to answer it. I don't want people just to go away with the question. People should answer the questions, and that's what I liked about. They're not just chiropractors, but they're like wellness coaches, which is amazing. There's Scrape Jams, Wanda Moses, Dark Lord Menet, and on. And there's SoundQuest 1976 Rob, Juby, and on and on and on and on and on. But I was so happy the girls chose to came in today. Hey, Indiana Backyard Gardener, welcome to the channel today.
I was asking Adrienne if she was coming back to YouTube, and she said yes. So can't wait to see her back.
I love Adrienne. It's that time of the year. You're all excited about gardening, then you get tired midway through it, and you got to get that second go. There's Canadian Proud Get Outdoors. And thank you guys for being members and staying with me for this whole time. 1 second. What's the collared rash mean? Radish, Billy, radish. Radish. I got a lot of seeds. There's Christy Baum. If you guys haven't checked out Grow Big TV or haven't been here for a while, we've been to have some great guests. Amazing guest. Tuesday's interview is with an icon in the UK, in the US, and it's Tony O'Neill. And
that's on Big TV?
That's on Grow Big TV. So my channel here and Courtney's channel, it's our own thing. That doesn't do anything with Grow Big TV. So it's going to be totally separate. We wanted to make sure we did it that way. Sunday Funday will always be back on the channel.
Every Sunday is going to be here on Garden State Gardener every week. Okay.
Yes, because we wanted to get monetized as quick as we can, and so we are now we're at 3,800 hours, so almost ready to get the next gear to get monetized for the other part. because you get monetized after 3,000 hours with super chats now. And 4,000 is when you get monetized after they can watch your videos. But that's, that's all pennies. That's not much.
I've been watching that on my Broken Hearts Ministry channel.
So, Gail, tell everybody about that since we're on. So, if somebody hasn't watched it yet, we got a lot of new people on this channel. So, if they have,
I have a second channel. I am not currently running any other channels other than Gail Southern Living, Broken Hearts Ministry Gail. I'm just running those two channels. I have another channel that's out there. I haven't closed it. It's just for backup in case YouTube ever decides, bye-bye. I can just pull that one up and use it because I've seen that happen to some people. But anyway, Broken Hearts Ministry was a channel I started in memory of my sister Gretchen, who passed away a little over a year ago. And my mom and I are doing a homeless ministry. And my husband does devotionals over there, and I show things that are donated, and I do lives on that channel. And I would like to monetize that channel to put money in to the ministry for things we need, like non-perishable food and toiletries, maybe even buy fancier stuff like sleeping bags and, homeless mats and other stuff that they need. Be nice to be able to, if we have our basic needs met, then we can go out and buy fancier things for them. Because we like to put things in there like bowls and cups and things that they need, So.
Serena asks, is there a website I have to go to order to become a Grow Big member? Serena, you just have to go to the Grow Big website, and it should be
Grow Big TV.
Join button. Yeah, there should be a join button. Just have to click that. That's all. And there's three levels you could join for membership, which is really cool. And there's a 24-hour, 24/7. You could always ask a question to us, and you have to download WhatsApp, and we'll try to answer you within 24 hours. And it's one of the memberships, which is really, really cool. What else? Okay, let's get to some stuff, Gail. We got a lot of seeds we're going to give out. There's going to be we're going to do the wheel, and we're also going to do the giveaway tool for StreamYard. So just the way get some prizes out faster for some people that didn't register. So everybody can win when I do that giveaway tool. But this channel's known about the wheel and the polka. And it resembles New Jersey very well. So if you didn't register on the registration video, which I will we do every week now. That's right. Next week's Super Bowl. Next week, there is no Sunday Fun Day. Sorry about that, guys. I am having a party at my house. So it'll be following the next Sunday. So I'm sorry. I just totally forgot about that. Let me get here. So let's give away some yarn and some seeds and some books. If you don't want one of these prizes, you can always gift it to somebody else or choose seeds for yourself. So, which is really, really cool. Each winner will get 2 packs of seeds because that's what I usually do. So that's what I'm doing. So each winner will get 2 packs of seeds. It's my choice what I'm going to send. And I try to do something different every single time. So let's get to the wheel. Welcome back. Here we go. I'm going to shuffle for a little bit. The first winner is going to win a Star Wars crochet kit with Leia and Yoda. Okay, let's bring on the polka. Good luck, everyone. Life in Yarn Tangled.
Congratulations.
I hope Cindy's listening. That'd be great if she's here. Cindy's an amazing, amazing woman. She's been a member for the longest time, and I'm hoping she's listening. I don't know if she knows that we're back yet, but that's for the Star Wars crochet kit. Now we got the Disney crochet kit. Boom. Let's see who's going to win this one. Got to be in the chat to win, guys. Only if you're a Joseph's Journey member, you automatically win that prize. Congratulations to Cheryl Wilson.
Congratulations.
That's right. Grow big. So congratulations to Cheryl Wilson. Again, you got to be in this chat to win. So that's very important. That's the reason why we're going to do two things now. We're going to always do the wheel, and we'll do boom. That's right. It's the Marshmallow Man. We'll always have two giveaway tools now. So we're going to use Streamyards and we're going to use the wheel. So everybody's always involved, but always check out the registration video each week, except for next week because the Super Bowl. So congratulations to Cheryl Wilson. Next winner is going to win a goat crochet kit. A goat. Who's going to be the goat? Here we go. Crochet kit. Really had enough to go bag.
Jesse and Lisa.
That's awesome. So of course Jesse never wins; it's always Lisa. So congratulations to Lisa at Lazy Days Ahead. You won a goat. You guys are the goat. You guys are the best. I appreciate everything you do for the whole entire YouTube community. So hopefully you guys are here. They've been members for a long time. Littles of Crafts, not congratulations, but thank you for becoming a member of the Zucchini Club. So there's 4 memberships. You guys want to go back, become a member. We appreciate it. And I guys tell you, thank you so much for staying with us in the last 2 months. I mean, even though we still had the same things that Grow Big TV, you guys stayed members, and that's really special. 4 hours of Super Bowl. Yeah, Rick, it's a long day. You got to see we have people coming. The game starts around 6:20. We have people coming over around 2:20. Guess we have a boatload of food. So, yes. So, congratulations. Lazy Days Ahead. If you win, you got to say something in the chat. So that's very important. And you got to email me after you win. Don't expect me to know your email address because I line everything up to the winning email. So congratulations to Lazy Days Ahead, or Lisa at Lazy Days Ahead. Yeah, Polka. Okay. Next winner is going to win the Little Book of Mushrooms book. Little Book of Mushrooms book. Mushrooms the in thing, guys. With mushrooms, only 3% is diagnosed of. That's it. 3%. Built on a rock homestead. Congratulations. Congratulations, Built on a Rock homestead. So let's see if Built on a Rock homestead's still here. So we're looking for Built on a Rock homestead. Gail, have you seen Built on a Rock homestead?
Let me look.
So far we have Life in Your Entangled, Cheryl Wilson, Lazy Days Ahead, and Built on a Rock homestead. Built on a Rock homestead, yes, I'm here. So congratulations to Built on a Rock homestead. You won the Mushroom book, which is awesome. It's a great book. Let me go off for a second.
Oh, now I see their comment.
So guys, mushrooms are so important. You only have 3% of mushrooms that really have been looked at, and everything from A to Z looked at. 3%. The health benefits of mushrooms. It's crazy the benefits of it, from psychological to your health to so many other, I call them extremes, but they're not really extremes. Just the health benefits are amazing. Learn about mushrooms and the right mushrooms. Do use a phone app. And Grow Big TV, we had 2 interviews with people with mushrooms already. This is just a pretty cool little book with pictures and stuff and descriptions. I mean, people that have headaches, people that have chronic pain. They're also saying if you took if you I can't even say hallucinate, some of that just like a recharge of the whole entire body, which is kind of crazy. But if that's doctor looked at and you use that, maybe that could recharge your life in a different kind of way. If it's recharging your body, we look at it as, hey, I'm not doing that. I'm going to go freaking nuts. I'm not a drug addict. I don't want to do that. I'm telling you, mushrooms are so important. Yeah, see? Billy knows. Billy goes, they are all poisonous. It's what level of toxicity you can tolerate.
Mm-hmm.
But Billy's funny. So that's the mushroom book. But what you can learn off mushrooms, and the benefits coming out with mushrooms, it's going to be what you're going to hear about next 10 years in medicine. And for example, fertilizer, you're going to have a lot of stuff. Instead of using fertilizer, it's going to be human pee that's crystallized. That's going to be your first fertilizer for nitrogen. That's going to be, they got to figure out how to get the salts out. Well, they know how to get the salts out, but that's going to be one of your fertilizers for your grass, by the way. So a lot of things you're going to see in stores are definitely changing considerably. And same thing with peat. A lot of peats in your potting soils. They're trying to get rid of all peat. And it happens in other countries. We just have it last because we got wild mushrooms in Kimmy's garden. Just know what your mushrooms are. Jane knows about mushrooms. I'm just looking at stuff. What a chef text said. Just put 9 pounds of bellows in the freezer dryer tonight for mushroom powder. Awesome. I mean, it's amazing how much we got to learn about mushrooms. And we'll start learning about soil. Because learning about soil, I don't want to bore everybody here right now, but the soil, it's life. If you don't have good soil, you have nothing. And if you ever notice all the soils out there, they're all depleted because of fertilizers and other crap we put in them. So don't use fertilizer. Just please go organic. Put a fish in a hole. Put a fish, let it go for a while. Just make sure you wash it.
Raw egg, where you crack the egg into the hole you're going to plant in. I've been wanting to try that.
It takes a little time with that, though. That's all. I would do it in the winter. Then do it in the winter, and then boom. Let me see. I got to put my glasses on. This will help. Soil is the foundation of life. That's right. It's so good seeing Adrian here. And what did Joe, every week, all the stuff I learn, nothing I can eat anymore.
I know. One person tells you something is good to eat, the other person tells you it's bad to eat. So you just have to decide who is more reputable that you believe.
Yeah, it definitely comes from a belief, that's for sure. But the stuff, the information that we've been shown on Grow Big TV is the future. And it's what's happening too. It's everything's going beyond what everybody says. Like the soil. A lot of stuff with the soil, with all the professors and the top people in the world, everybody went to one point and stopped. Nobody kept on going. Well, that's starting to change with a lot of people like Matt Powers and and a lot of other important people in the world. Everybody started to go beyond. Finally, only took until freaking 2023. Because, we got to find a lot of cures here, and it all starts with the soil. Okay, I'm done with that. Okay, let's go to another book. We got Grow and Eat. Grow and Eat. That. We got 3Ds for yarn. Make your own hats. Winter's still here, which is really cool. We got 3 of those. Got a couple of, let's see if you guys, there you go, that's the color. Got like 3 of those.
Like a blue?
It's a blue, little pink, kind of, yeah, like a purple pink. It's pink and green. So see, that's like a purple color or a dark blue. I always have problems with the blue and purple. But there's a little pink in there. There's a little green.
If it's navy or a dark purple. That's what I was trying to decide.
Yeah. Even with glasses, I have a problem. I always have a problem with that blue, dark blue and purple. Okay. And we're going to give away some seeds after that. I got so much stuff to give away. Boom. Okay, so let's get to the wheel. Thank you guys. 66 people here. Let's give it away. Give it away now. Okay, here we go. Okay, here goes the book. Grow and Eat. Grow. Oh, shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Got Canadian Proud Get Outdoors saying shuffle. First thing in my mind right now, which is a good thing. Okay, grow and eat. Helen Ford.
Rats Helen.
Congratulations to Helen, and Helen should be in the chat. So we're going to see from Helen. So congratulations, Helen Ford. You got the Grow and Eat book. Okay. Here's the next prize. We got a little green. Light green. What do you want to say? Color of this one, Gail. It's
like a mint green.
Mint.
Maybe?
There we go. It's mint. Mint. Okay, here we go. We're looking for Helen Ford. Ian Pat. Mint. There to go. David Breakers. Mint. Lithalia's Little Hook. So congratulations to Melanie.
I'm looking for Helen Ford.
So we are looking. Melanie's here. Lithalia's Little Hook. She was saying congratulations to Helen. So yes, please. So there we go. Mint Yarn is gone. So we're looking just for Helen Ford in the last group. Now we got the. I think it's purple. We'll go with the purple yarn. There we go. Purple. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Boom. Helen Ford said yes.
Homestead.
Congratulations, Feathered Friends Homestead. So congratulations to Feathered Friends Homestead. I got Helen. I got you, Helen. I got you, Helen. And our last winner was Feathered Friends Homestead. And if you don't want the yarn, you could always choose seeds. Just a way to involve the community to get everybody involved. Serena, your name wasn't called, Serena. But Feathered Friends Homestead was our last winner. So let me stop sharing this. I'm gonna look. What time is it already? Oh my God, it's 9 o'clock. You believe that? Holy cow, that was fast. Hold on, guys. The 1X winners will be seeds. So we're looking for Feathered Friends Homestead. All right.
I was trying to help and look for them, but haven't seen them.
All right. Let me just get my giveaway tool because I get to it. So stay with me 1 second, guys. Stay with me. On Grow Big TV, check out. We got 2 awesome interviews this week, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Just hold on. Make this a lot easier. All right. So 2%. I'm just looking at 2% here and raining and wind and blowing. That sounds like a mess. Yeah, Mike, that was 2 hours. That was crazy. That was crazy. And yeah, thank you, Jane. Tuesday and Thursday on Grow Big TV. That's right. Indiana Backyard Gardener. Seeds. My World Home. Good to see you. Good evening. There's Riverdale Gardens. Awesome. Janice Erfler is here. And I think I said hi to everybody else before. Awesome. Deborah Richardson. Awesome. Gotta love Uncle Al. Uncle Al, hope you're feeling better. Day by day. And as Uncle Al says, look to the sky. Watch the skies, Joe. Watch the skies. Okay, so I'm going to share the screen, and I'm going to go to my giveaway tool. And you're going to put in hashtag Gail. Hashtag Gail. Juby says, love you all. So all you have to do is put hashtag Gail.
I think one of you doesn't have a space between your words and the word Gail. So you might want to do that over again. Serena?
Huh, that's strange because I'm not getting any entries on my list.
Oh, really? There's a bunch.
Yeah, I see everybody coming down with hashtag Gail. But when I say my entry coming down on my thing, nothing's happening.
That's weird.
Oh, okay. Now it's starting. There's a 1.
I guess it just takes a little bit.
That's really strange. It never had that happen to me before. So thank you guys for all coming today. I hope you guys had a good time. Go check out the Vineyard Chicks and go check out Dr. Paula Ruffin and check out their live with Dr. Erica. Let's check this out again. Let me see if it pops up with more numbers now. No.
There should be a lot of them now.
I don't know why it's only coming up as 1. Okay, guys, you know what? I gotta change this up. For some reason, it's not coming up as an entry on my thing. So just for the hashtag. Type in hashtag Gail Taz. See if that pops up, Gail. Because I don't have, it's not on my, there it is. Did it pop up? Do hashtag Gail and then Taz. All one word though. There we go. One entry there. There we go. Now they're starting to come.
Yep.
Hashtag 10. Okay, now they're, sorry about guys for the delay. I have no idea what happened. But everybody's starting to put it in now.
It's working.
Yep, working good. 32, 35. Boom, boom, boom. And thank you guys for all the memberships, super chats today. I appreciate that. On both channels, by the way. 47, that was fast. That was the fastest time I seen this number go like that. That was awesome. Everybody goes, oh, I had enough already. I just want to win some seeds. So we'll do 10 winners. Guess I know it's late. Or 11. Everybody should be here in the chat, so everybody wins. Okay, here's first winner. Good luck, everyone. You guys keep on. If you just came on in, put it in. Hashtag Gail and Taz. One word. Taz is Gail's husband. Here we go. First winner is...
Who is it going to be?
Who's it going to be?
It is...
Handicap Traveler.
Congratulations.
Second winner is, we're going to try to make this as fast as we can. Not going to stall here. No stalling allowed. Second winner is Barb Brownlee.
Congratulations, Barb.
Third winner. Congratulations to all the winners. Seeds. Wanda Moses. Next winner. Fourth winner. There we go. Make sure you guys email me your address and what you want. Seeds. Dawn and Hala, having fun. Next winner. Is Ted Pottle. And Ted, did you get your eggplant? Just wondering, Ted, did you get your eggplant? And next winner. Sixth winner. 4 seeds. You're welcome, guys. Get growing. Grow big. Adventures of Mama. I always say that wrong, and I never get to say it. Mama. I say, I don't know. Whatever. I'm close. It's somewhere's in there.
I don't know how to say it either. Mama, Mau Mau.
Mama.
Mama.
That's awesome. Here we go. Next draw. So Tuesdays and Thursdays nights at 7 o'clock, guys. This is Grow Big TV if you're new here. Chef Tech 86.
That's a new channel to me.
New channel. Total new channel. That's awesome. Congratulations, Chef Tech 86. Email
and where
me
do they need to email you at
gardenstategardener@yahoo.com. gardenstategardener@yahoo.com. And good luck for the next winner. Let's go. Cheryl Wilson is here. Yeah, see, I got it right with Tina. Jane Doe won. Jane, congratulations. Congratulations to Jane Doe. Deborah Rich.
Congrats.
So Cheryl Wilson, you won before. You won a Disney crochet kit. You want a Disney crochet kit. If you don't want a Disney crochet kit and you want seeds, please let me know in the chat right now. And draw again. Last winner for seeds. Every single time you win, you got to email me. Built on a Rock Homestead.
2-time winner.
No, one-time winner. For seeds, I'm only. Okay. 1 second. 1 second. I already forgot.
Did
Yeah,
they win
2-time winner. Yep. 2-time winner. Awesome. So hope you guys. Let me stop sharing here. Get these glasses off. So good luck with growing the seeds, guys. I know a lot of prizes went out last week. Hopefully you guys started getting them in the mail. Actually, the last 2 or 3 weeks. A lot of stuff's been going out. This stuff will be out as soon as I can. If it gets out either tomorrow morning or Thursday. That's either 2 days. I can't just go out and do things. So, Cheryl Wilson wants seeds. Okay, Cheryl, just email me and write seeds in, okay? So that's all you got to write it down. Let me write that down in my notes. Okay. So I thought that was an awesome live. It was good to be back to see everybody. We had like 81 people at a chat at one time, which is phenomenal, which we haven't gotten in a long time. And Gail, thank you so much for what you do. And if you guys could donate anything to Gail, or you go to her site or ask questions, the homeless out there need your help. And everybody just throws them to the side. You know, little things really help. And if you could do anything, I appreciate that. Anything. It could be toothbrush, toothpaste, little things like that, or any kind of donation there where Gail could just support you, put stuff in bags. It's so much easier that way. And Serena had a joke. Which weather element always does better at bowling than baseball? Lightning. It always strikes. Not all people strike. My mom went bowling for the first. This is like 2-3 years ago. She went bowling for the first time in 10 years. First game, she bowled a 220. It was like, oh my God, that's amazing. My mom beat me. Anyway, that's pretty cool. Thank you. It's good to see everybody. Thank you, Kimmy. I appreciate that. So go check out Gail's pages. And awesome. And thank you, Gail. And I'll see everybody on Tuesday night on Grow Big TV at 7. Looking for another epic live. Take care, everyone. Everybody have a good night. Be safe out there.
Bye, guys. Thank